Would you like to try some authentic traditional English tea? It's Angela. I introduce you the best local food and keep you healthy. Today I'm at Elora Wild Tart. Ready to try some delicious pastries? Follow me. Let's go. Okay, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Thank you for being our guest.
Thank you so much for having us.
Okay, would you tell us your stories, who you are and what do you do here?
Absolutely. We met, well, I'm Dominic Wild, Jeffrey Wild, my husband, and we met about 15 years ago in the Middle East. We were working there in hotels.
Okay.
Lived 5 years in the Middle East and then moved to England, where we worked in hotels, catering companies.
Yeah,
Restaurants. So that was always our home, was hospitality.
Okay.
Yeah, and then you can take it away. When we actually came here.
We had an opportunity to come to Canada. We were approached to come and open and launch the Elora Mill, a hotel project just down the road from us over here. I think very well known in our area. And yeah, we came down to Canada. We loved it here. Dominic's brother is Canadian, and he was already living here, and her parents wanted to move here anyway. So we knew we had family close by.
It was an easy decision.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, and so we decided to move down here. The opportunities in Canada are vast as well. So being able to launch your own business and things like that is much more attainable here than what it is in many other parts of the world, which I know might surprise a lot of people. But yeah, we launched the Elora Mill, had a successful opening there, and then decided after the launch of the hotel that when this building came about, we decided to buy this building and start to implement something which we felt was missing within the area, which is traditional afternoon tea service.
And it was always a dream of ours to have our own restaurant, and the opportunity presented itself. And then that's where we took the leap of faith. And then together with the executive pastry chef that Jeffrey actually opened up the mill.
Okay.
We had a chat, we had tea, as you say. And yes, he is a Michelin star pastry chef from England, Mark Collier, yes. And together with him, we opened up the afternoon tea, light fare lunch that we felt, as Jeffrey said, we felt was missing here, and we wanted to bring something else, something cozy, comfy.
Yeah, from our
to
time
this beautiful area, yeah.
From our time and our experience in England, we know that the afternoon tea market is something that's very much enjoyed by people from North America, Canada, America. You know, lots of customers from the Asian market as well like to enjoy afternoon tea. It's a very, very popular meal period, and there wasn't many options in the area. In fairness, there are tea houses around that give a version of afternoon tea, but with Mark. His background, he's a Michelin star pastry chef, as Dominic mentioned before already. You know, he came from a background of providing traditional English afternoon tea. He's British, he's from England, he spent his entire career there. So he really refined the art of afternoon tea. And with Dominic having worked in places like Fortnum Mason as well, and me having run many hotels in London with afternoon tea as a very strong component, we felt that we wanted to really elevate the experience and bring a little bit of a different feel to afternoon tea that you would normally only find in luxury hotels, places like Langdon Hall, you know, Shangri-La in Toronto do a really good one as well. So we wanted to bring that experience out to the countryside and give people that, and this is setting that we have here, which is, you know, beautiful and romantic.
Perfect setting.
So beautiful.
It is.
Yeah.
So that was where the kind of goal of this restaurant was for us.
Oh, I'm just so lucky to be here. Once I came in, I feel so cozy, so comfy, so welcoming.
Yeah, the pomp and ceremony surrounding afternoon tea in particular can be very formal, and we wanted to break that stigma down a little bit. So we wanted to bring luxury experiences to people without the tags that normally come attached to them. You have to dress up fancy, you have to look a particular way. So we want everybody to feel welcome. We live in a small community in outside of a big city, and people are dressing comfortably. People need to be able to come into our restaurant and feel, I can walk in here in my shorts in summer and sit and still feel welcome. So we try to break those barriers down as much as we can, deliver exceptional food, but without the normal kind of hang-ons that you get with luxury, extremely high prices, you know, very fancy, a little bit
White
unattainable,
tablecloths
white
and all that.
tablecloths. So, you know, everything that we've done in here is locally sourced. We use local suppliers for majority of what we can. We work with local farms. We even work with a lot of the local tree fellers, the people who are cutting the trees in the area, and that's where all the wood comes from for our tables.
Yeah.
So we made them here using local ingredient or using local wood. So it's all those small little details, you know, trying to get things in that make people feel a little bit more comfortable. Like, you know, this is from my region, this is from my area. It's not because we've got the fancy French music playing and we've got the real European feel here, but it's created using everything we have available locally.
Yeah.
Sounds it's a very unique place.
I thank you. Yes, I hope so. That's what we really wanted to try to achieve. Elora has an amazing community in terms of restaurants and possibilities for people to go out and enjoy themselves. And so we didn't want to take anything away from that, but add to that with a unique experience, which I believe we were able to achieve for guests who come in throughout the day and enjoy themselves, celebrate special occasions, meet up over a beautiful cup of tea, some sweets and treats. That's what we try to achieve, yeah.
So how do you define a good meal?
Personally, for me, it starts with the ambience, that you feel welcomed, fantastic service, and obviously the food. The food is a big part for me as well. I want to try something that wows me, a combination of different flavors. But again, it does not always have to be the 10-course meal. It can be a good one-plated dish. For me, it's obviously the company as well, going out for a nice meal. And again, feeling that we have all the time in the world, stepping away from the reality of it, going into a place where you feel, you know, you can be just by yourself in your own bubble, forget about everything for an hour or two. That for me is a good meal.
Yeah, I think the experience is part of that. You know, what we try to create here is when you walk in here, we want you to think that you're sitting somewhere on the Champs-Elysees having a little cafe, coffee or tea with someone. We've got through great lengths to ensure that everything that's presented on your table for you transports you back. Cut crystal glasses, you know, real refined European cutlery and crockery and flatware. And I think the meal experience for me is very much food driven as well. You know, you can bring in all those elements of an experience that transports you away, but what you have on your plate needs to be produced there. You know, we are a scratch patisserie, which means we bake everything in-house, we cook everything in-house. So that's really, really important. The simplicity of the meal experience that you're having. Don't overcomplicate things and put thousands of elements into your food, but create flavors that balance with each other, and then deliver that experience to people and in a cost-effective manner. We don't have $50,000 crystal chandeliers hanging in our restaurant because that cost is going to translate into your plate, and we don't feel that that's necessary. We have nice enough things to make a great experience, but ultimately it's about the ambiance, the music, the food, the servers, all of those elements tying in together beautifully.
So what would you like to say to future customers?
Welcome, you know, please come and visit us. We have something for everybody. You know, we talk about afternoon tea and the experience around that, but we're so much more than that. We've got a phenomenal light fare menu. You know, if you haven't been out to Elora before, come and experience Elora.
Definitely.
There's so much more to offer than what you think. It might be a small town, but you would not be disappointed.
Yeah.
We'll work together very, very well, and all our messages: come and visit Elora, come and see what we're all about, come and stay for a few nights, and you'll be amazed.
You can see how we whisk that to give it that velvety kind of smoothness to it.
Okay, could you tell me what is this?
Yeah, so right now we're plating the Eggs Benedict here, starting with the English muffins we make in-house from Mark Collier downstairs.
Yes.
I've decided to do a smoked salmon Eggs Benedict, and I'll pull it together right now. Starting with the smoked salmon here.
I like the color.
Yeah, this is a beautiful fish product here.
Yes.
This is a great dish to complement our afternoon teas, which we'll show you next. And a lot of people order this as well as the afternoon teas to enjoy their brunch or early morning breakfast.
Cool.
Yeah. Here we are. Poached medium eggs here. And of course, some potato lyonnaise. Not too much, just the right amount. That'll leave
It's
you
a very
coming
good
back.
combination.
Yeah.
I feel they're well balanced. They're put together very well.
Yeah, we do a couple different onions in here. Nice fresh green onion, and then the caramelized onion as well. Clean up the plate, and our hollandaise sauce that we're whipping up in house here. And this is just lovely. You can see how we whisk that to give it that velvety kind of smoothness to it. It sticks to the egg nicely, and there you go, our smoked salmon Eggs Benedict.
The color looks wonderful.
Yeah, it jumps off the plate for sure. So the signature tea always gets a soup to start. Sometimes it's a salad in the summer months, but once the weather cools down, we always do a nice soup. So once,
So it's a pepper soup.
yeah, it's a little roasted red pepper soup, a little bit of cream cheese, a little garlic, a little basil. So if you come in and order our signature tea, you'll get one of these to start. The idea is you get to try a few different things when you order the tiers, which is kind of nice. A little of our sourdough croutons here.
Feels warm.
Yeah, that's the idea, right? You come in off the street from your day shopping, and we get a lot of people coming down to this area for Christmas shopping and whatnot, and they'll enjoy that for sure.
Beautiful.
Yeah. So when you get the signature tea, really Mark likes to walk you through an event. So he's always playing around with different flavor combinations, seasonal, and really what the idea is that you kind of take your time and you share, and you nibble through it, and kind of one at a time. When you're working through the teas, you kind of usually go from top to bottom, but it's really up to you. And this is a nice little flavoring trio that he's got going: the pistachio financier, the mango cheesecake pear, and then the chocolate bundle with the cherry cake inside of it. So beautiful, kind of this time of year, and it's always changing seasonally, and we won't change it with the seasons as much as we change it creatively, just based on what Mark's repertoire is working downstairs. These are our cheddar savory scone and our sweet vanilla, one of each. Just wrap that up, keep them nice and warm for service. We do the pickerel croquette here. Otherwise, fish cake. We poach off the fish in house here. Add a little mashed potatoes, garlic, and shallots, herbs, and then we fry that. So that's one of the offerings there. The sausage roll wrapped in puff pastry, and that'll be served with pickled mustard. And then we do a fried brie as well. Our apple saffron chutney next.
Apple.
Apple and saffron chutney.
Oh, okay.
That goes with the brie. This
You
is
can
my
taste so many different things.
yeah. This is my favorite one here. This is the curried chicken terrine we do. kind of like a torchon. We roll the chicken, we poach it off. It's got some Thai curry, red Thai curry in it, and that gets cooked and then rolled. And then sliced, and so it complements the dish. A couple hot, and then a chilled terrine as well. So we'll always have different things like that. Sometimes we'll roll through a little bit of our repertoire through our charcuterie program next door, and so that's a really nice complement, and it's been selling well. That one comes with a little of our apricot.
Apricot.
Yeah, just a little apricot reduction. There you have it.
Well done.
So that'll be the top tier to finish the signature.
Okay. Amazing.
Looks good, huh?
Yeah. Okay, it's so beautiful here. Could you explain to me and guide me through?
Absolutely, I'd love to. So on the table we have our signature afternoon tea,
Yes.
where we always start you off with our martini prosecco. As of course as well the tea that you have. You chose the verbena blue tea. It's made from pea flour, so it's naturally blue, caffeine-free tea, and you add a slice of lemon, it turns purple, which is always super fun. Then we start you off with our soup. So today we have a roast red pepper soup with some sourdough croutons that you enjoyed, and followed by the actual afternoon tea stand. On the top we do have our warmed brie with spiced apple chutney, the curried chicken terrine with apricot shell and spiced nuts, then the sausage roll with the Dijon mustard, and then we have a pickerel croquettes with the remoulade sauce. On the center plate, we do have our pear and yogurt cake with mulled wine caviar, milk chocolate wrapped blondie cake with caramel compote and caramel custard and cherry compote, and then the pistachio financier with a jasmine panna cotta on top. And last but not least, we have the orange and dolce mousse with a pumpkin shell on the top, and then followed by a sweet and a savory scone that is really great, accompanied by our herb butter, the chantilly cream, and preserves. So the best way I feel to enjoy an afternoon tea like that is definitely start with the soup, and then from the top to the bottom here, because these items, a lot of them are warm, which is really lovely, followed by desserts and the scones.
Okay.
Then here we have our smoked salmon eggs benedicts. Everything again that you see, as Chef Dan explained already, is homemade. So you have the English muffins, smoked salmon. The hollandaise sauce is made fresh every day in the morning, with a wonderful side salad and our Lyonnaise potatoes. So I would suggest you start a little bit with the soup and enjoy yourselves, and have a sip of our prosecco as well.
Wow. I'm so blessed.
Absolutely.
Okay, I'll just try soup first.
Sure, absolutely, yes.
So tasty.
Thank you. So the soup that we do, it's a daily soup. It changes every day. We use as seasonal produce as possible. Everything again is made. Chef does it in the morning, so the soup changes on a daily basis. And obviously with that, the soup for the signature afternoon tea changes every day. Absolutely.
Immediately it makes my appetite goes up.
That's supposed to, just to open up your palate, get you started.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yes. So that's the warm brie. It's a panko crusted herb brie, and it's really lovely. That goes with the spiced apple chutney really well. So it's really just the different flavors that play really well with each other. The warm elements, the cold elements. Each item on both of these plates have very unique tastes. Taste fantastic, but are not overpowering each other.
They do. I feel it's light, but it's tasted light. You know what I mean? It's just feels soft and feels so crunchy.
Right?
Yeah, it's good combination.
I'm glad you
Feels
like
my
it.
mouth having a good time here.
That's what we want to hear,
Yeah.
exactly. We want to, for people to enjoy themselves and spend an hour or two here and experience the flavors, have a conversation, let time go by for a bit. So it's definitely slow food. It's absolutely slow food.
Yeah, you really have to take your time because each food is so amazing. You just feel you don't want to rush in. You want to take your time.
Absolutely. So we obviously always hope that guests that come and do have the afternoon tea, that they take the time that it kind of deserves to get the full experience, to enjoy themselves as well, and to taste, not just to eat.
It's just a taste of life, right?
Absolutely. Food is life, so everybody
Yeah.
enjoys
It's just a,
food.
you feel life is so beautiful with this food. Wonderful. So it's sour, but it's not real sour. It's a bit sour, but sweet sour, right?
From the orange
and-
gives you that
Yeah,
citrusy
and
feel
smooth.
to it.
Yeah, smooth, and I like the shape.
Absolutely.
It has a very combination of flavor. Like, it just mixed very well with the color and the shape.
And with the extra burst of the mulled wine, it gives you that extra depth to it.
Very nice.
So then last but definitely not least are our eggs Benedicts. I leave this here so we can always finish that. Now the best way really is to try and cut the eggs right in the middle to see all the goodness. There you go.
Yeah, it is delicious. It just feels finger licking good.
Thanks. It is one of our most popular dishes for sure for guests that come in for brunch and breakfast. So much so that we always had it for breakfast. We took it off for a little while that we had it for all day, so it was only for breakfast. And we had a lot of our regular guests raise the petition that we have it back on the menu all day, so we do. It's just such a wonderful dish that it deserves to be eaten any time of the day. It doesn't have to be breakfast.
I would recommend to anybody. It's a beautiful breakfast. I've never tasted a breakfast that can be this beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Yes, it's definitely one of my favorites as well. And then the potatoes are following by themselves, it seems. Never been a huge potato fan, but they really turned my beliefs in potatoes around. So there you go. Just because so much care and effort goes into making them. Again, every day, fresh. Nothing comes out of a package. Nothing is pre-made here. And I feel that really shows, and that's really something we want to achieve, that everybody understands.
It's fresh.
It's fresh. Absolutely.
Thank you so much. I'm so blessed. I feel so fortunate to be here.
Oh, thank you so much. It was so lovely to have you here and try all these wonderful dishes. And
Yeah, you must be proud of yourself. It's not easy.
it's definitely not easy, but it's absolutely worth it. So
it's
that's-
rewarding, right?
It is. It is. There are tough days, but they're really fantastic days. And customer feedback and seeing someone enjoying all of that and the smile on their faces, that's why we do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's attached to emotion, right? It's because I can feel each one of the dish is made from the heart. It's not like you are not doing
Absolutely.
it not only for the business, not for profit, but from your heart. Right?
I truly believe it's emotions, it's love, it's everything combined that you find in food. So as long as it makes everybody happy, that's exactly why we're doing it. Put a smile on people's faces.
Yes,
That's
I'm
what we want to
definitely
achieve.
very happy.
Wonderful.
I like to recommend to anybody to come here and try it. You will love it. Cheers.
Cheers.
Life tastes good. Thank you so much for being us today. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Thanks. Bye.